Hello. What is up, my beautiful people? And today we're doing a little Q&A for my new channel. And just to get to know me a little bit more, because I mean, what else? How are you going to get to know me? So I pulled up on Pinterest some hot seat questions. And we're just going to go through them and see how many I can answer. The first question is, what's the one thing that you would change in your past if you could? There is a lot I honestly could change in my past. And I try to go forward and not regret my past anymore. However, what I would definitely change is probably how I perceive things. Now that like my frontal lobe has developed, probably change some of my interactions with some people, like how I got bullied, how I carried myself in high school, the information I knew from now to back then. There is some stuff I'm like, wow, I kind of wish I didn't take it as seriously and told them the F off. Again, I know we have to go through some of those developing progressions in life. However, I kind of wish that I was just a bitch back then like I am now, because now looking back, I don't take any BS for shit, and I kind of wish I learned that as I was younger. Number 2, what's your biggest regret in life? It kind of goes hand in hand with number 1, I want to say. My biggest regret, I guess this is a weird one. My biggest regret is not going to Colorado with my mom over a guy, because when I was a teenager, I had the option of going to Florida with my dad or going to Colorado with my mom. And I kind of regret not going to Colorado with my mom because it was over a boy. And I also just got out of a health issue when I was a teenager. And I don't know why. I just never went to Colorado, and I kind of regret not going. I like this one a lot. Number 3, what is the most important lesson you have learned from your past relationships? I have learned to set standards because I am a queen. I am not down here, and I should be treated as such. And through my last relationship, I married the nice guy, because a lot of guys will say, well, nice guys finish last, and I married the nice guy. Long story short, he was a deadbeat that did not do better for himself. And I'm always striving to do better for myself. And through the 4 years of marriage, and I was with him for 8 years, I learned that my standards are high. Like, they're very high. And again, prior to being married, I was also in abusive relationships where it was physical, mental, and emotional. And I promised myself moving forward after my divorce, I will never have a guy like that. Yes, I am in a relationship currently. However, he has met my standards, and he has been the best that has ever treated me. Luckily, we have been best friends since the 4th grade, and I can get into a little lore of that. If you want me to, drop that in the comments. I can get into that lore, and I can do a video with him, which will be very cute and very fun anyways. Number 4, if you could witness any event, past, present, or future, what would it be? I wouldn't want to go into my past because I have too much trauma. If I revisit it, I think I would get even more upset. And with my history of depression, it would drag me to somewhere where I don't want to be anymore. I love to be in the moment, in the present. That's why I'm actually trying to work on right now, is just trying to be in the moment. And in the future, I would love to know what the future holds for me, because the future is very unpredictable. And it's like the butterfly effect. You don't know, if you pick one thing, you're going to go down this road. If you pick another, you're going to go down this road. I would love to live in the future so I could tell my present self, hey, don't do this, don't mess it up. Number 5, what's something you have always wanted to say to somebody but never have? Depending on who are we talking about. I would love to address the people that have done wrong with me without becoming an argument. Number 6, if you could only keep 5 possessions, what would it be? My phone. I love my phone to death. All right, my phone. I guess my AirPods. Okay, my AirPods. My watch. If pets count, then yes. But if not, I guess my brother's pillow. There's a little lore with that one. And I guess my crystals. All right, number 7. What's the most daring thing you have ever done? I guess the most daring thing I have ever done was kiss my boyfriend because of liquid courage. That is the most daring thing I would have never thought I would have ever done. I don't regret that decision ever. Just not something I don't think sober me would do. Number 8, what's the one question you dread being asked? If we're talking about my career choice about being a hairstylist, I don't like being asked to do someone's hair for free. Number 9, what is the best part of being you? If we could choose one, I don't know, because I don't know if this sounds so self-absorbed. I guess I'm gonna name 2. Is my personal growth, because from where I came from as a teenager, from everything I faced with in my past to adult me, the personal growth is amazing. I also love how creative I can be. I love that I can just, think of things and put my mind to it. Now, the motivation I do need to work on. However, I love that I am just such a creative person, and that's why I want to get back into makeup, because makeup is my creativity. Number 10, what's something you have done that you've advised others never to do? I've gotten to the point of my life, I can lead you to water, but I can't make you drink it. So I just stop giving advice, because you're going to do what you want to do, and that's completely fine. Number 11, if you could erase one event from your history, what would it be and why? Oh my God, there's so many. There's so many I could erase. The event that I would love to erase would be my abusive ex before I got married. If I could just erase all of that, I feel like my teenage years would be actually a lot better, to be honest, because he was just so toxic. It was gotten to emotional, physical, mental, a little TMI, but SA abuse. It got really bad very quickly. If I could just erase everything that happened in that, I feel like some of my teenagers would be better. Number 12, what's the biggest lie you have ever told, and did you get caught? I guess the biggest lie that I've ever told my mom was I got a hickey for the first time, and I was an idiot, and I told my mom, oh, a catfish bit me, because technically me and my ex-boyfriend at the time, we were supposed to go fishing. So I said a catfish bit me on the neck. Yeah, not the proudest moment in my life. Not the proudest moment of my life. Number 13, what's your favorite thing about yourself? We'll do physical, I guess. I love my eyes. Like, you can't really see it in this lighting, but my eyes are like an amber gold color in the light, where it's kind of like hazelish. And my parents, when I was a kid, they would argue all the time, is my eyes hazel or are they dark brown? and they're actually hazel. Like, it literally is in the light, it is hazel. In the dark, like how it is now, it's dark brown. I love that my eyes just can pop, and I just love it so much. I do love my physical appearance. I love that I have my Italian nose, and I used to hate it. I used to hate it as a teenager, of my big lips, my nose. I actually even told my parents, when I get older, I'm gonna have surgery to have a normal nose. I'm gonna reduce my lips. And now that I've gotten older, I love my appearance more than I ever have, because it gives my face an actual like purpose. Like, when I tell people, oh, I'm Italian, because, or I'm like a quarter Italian, and you can see it in my last name because my last name isn't Italian. They're like, oh, I can see it because of your nose or my lips. And every time I do like the whole AI generated stuff, I'm like, I always look European. And my boyfriend says, well, you kind of are. And I don't know. I just always loved my appearance. Number 14. If you could relive one day of your life, what would it be and why? I guess the day that I would love to relive was the day I kissed my boyfriend for the first time, because it was very unexpected. We've known each other since we were kids, and honestly, both sides of the family, like, never in a million years would think we would ever get together. Number 15. What's the most significant change you have made in your life, and has that made you a better person? Well, the most significant change was getting a divorce. I was petrified getting divorced. It was a constant loop, and I would tell him my problems and nothing would get fixed. So when I was just done, I was being prepared to get divorced. And when that initial step of telling him I was done, I was a hot mess. Now, present day, I feel like I have been a better person than I was literally a year ago. It was a big change and a big move, and I never thought I could ever do it. I was young. I was 21 when I got married, and I should have just saw the signs sooner and just waited to get married. Number 16. What is the most meaningful gift you have ever given? Why am I blinking? Anyways, number 17. What's one thing you would like to achieve by this time next year? I would like to achieve a following here on YouTube, on TikTok, and actually going somewhere with social media. Instead of just sitting behind a screen, just scrolling for hours, I would love to achieve this time next year at least a good following on YouTube and actually get into social media like I've been wanting to for years. Number 18. What's something you're surprisingly good at? I guess being creative. When I really put my mind to it and put effort into it, I really can be creative, and it surprises me every time when I complete something that's very creative and takes time. I'm like, oh shit, like I actually did that. Number 19. What's the best advice you have given somebody? The best advice I have ever gave somebody is in some type of leadership role, because I have been in leadership long enough now that I can start giving advice, and something that I have tried but not worked for me but could work for their team. Or, I've also gave advice of, just step back a little and listen, don't talk. And that's something that I have tried to do before, and I will give people advice of, when you start talking over people, they don't feel heard. So start to just literally bite your tongue and just listen. Even if you're frustrated, just listen to them. Number 20. If you could be an expert in any subject or activity, what would it be? I would love to be an expert in makeup, because I have been in makeup industry since I was in the 6th grade. Like, I've always loved makeup, loved the creativity, loved developing my skills in it, and I would love to be an expert at this point. Now, I have fallen off the makeup wagon for years now because I just haven't had time with doing what I do now, and I would love to get back into makeup, and that is the one thing I would love to be back into an expert of. Number 21. Oh my gosh, this list, man. What's the one thing you wish people understood about you? The one thing I wish people would understand about me is when I am quiet, because I am a quiet person, I am an introvert, I just listen. I wish people would understand when I'm quiet around you, it doesn't mean I hate you. I have people in my work life and home life that get pissed off at me just because I don't talk. And I wish they would understand as an introvert that just because I don't talk doesn't mean I don't like you. You will know when I don't like you. I show my emotions, and I'm an open book. I don't like being an open book, but if I don't like you, you will know. Number 22. What is the most adventurous thing you want to do? So on the side, I also do ghost investigations with my boyfriend and a team called Haunted Havens that we are a part of. The most adventurous thing I would love to do with them is, honestly, I would love to travel a lot of the East Coast and West Coast with them. I just like doing adventurous stuff. Or I would love to get back into abandoned buildings. And these are a whole bunch of story times that my boyfriend and I could honestly do from our perspective. Actually, that would be a great side thing to do, is go through a story time. We love doing abandoned buildings. So just looking at cool abandoned cryptid buildings, like going to old bowling alleys, going to old churches, these are the type of stuff I would love to be more invested in. And a side story time, I guess the most adventurous thing that we have done, there's two of them. I guess the biggest one is going to the Farrar School in Iowa that Sam and Colby own. We actually, side note, we actually was there the day after they filmed. Again, a whole big story time that my boyfriend and I can go through, and I would be excited to go through. Number 23. Holy crap. Gosh, this is literally a list of 35. I didn't even realize it until now. But anyways, what's a belief you had as a child that you no longer have, is looking up to my parents. Number 24. What's the most challenging goal you have achieved? The most challenging, I guess, this kind of goes to work, is the most challenging that I have achieved was getting a store that was possibly not going to survive, to bring them where they are at least a steady pace. Number 25. If you could have a conversation with your younger self, what would you say? I guess there's, there's a lot that I could tell my younger self, and it kind of all the past questions leads to now. There's a lot I could tell my younger self. With school life is hard now, but waiting until you get older, for one. For two, the bullies that bullied you in high school, they peaked in high school. You are going to be upcoming, you're going to be at your best in your 20s. Because when you look at your high school bullies, because I have ran into my high school bullies, and it is hilarious. I don't know if it's just the satisfaction of karma hitting them 3 times, but watching karma at its best, watching my high school bullies, and just, not doing well. They're not doing well. I can tell you this. I can just tell you that one. I can tell you that they're just not doing well. It is the most satisfying thing ever. And there's a lot I could tell my younger self. I could also tell her, don't be hard on yourself. Number 26. What's the most valuable thing you have learned from a friend? Okay. The most valuable thing I have learned, there's reasons why I don't have friends. There's a reason why I don't have friends, because friends have showed me people, when you start to make more money than them, they will start taking advantage of you, because I've had people in the past take advantage of me. Or I have become the quiet one because I will sit and observe that friend, and because I'm just the quiet one, people just assume shit. I hear it from both angles. I will hear one person say shit about the other person, and I realize who was fake and who belongs at my table. Number 27. What's one thing you'd like to change about the world? There's a lot I want to change about the world. There's a lot. Top one is women's rights. Why does that even have to be a thing? That's insane. Why does that even have to be a thing? I would love to change women's rights in every culture, because we are looked down upon, and it pisses me off to know, and I can go on and on and on and on about it. One thing about me is I'm an extreme feminist. I am for women's rights, obviously, and and my boyfriend knows this. He fully knows this, and he supports it 100%, because just women are just so looked down upon. And I do believe that male or anybody should not have a say on what we and cannot do with our own bodies. It is nobody's business besides my own. Number 28. What's the biggest success story? My biggest success so far has been on TikTok. I started TikTok back in 2015, just for fun, and it was Musical.ly. Now I am standing at 60.8k followers. Now it's not that big, but to me it's big, because I never thought that was ever going to happen, and I'm basically starting over on this YouTube channel back down to 0, and it feels kind of weird having that, but I know I can get it back up. I definitely want to start over, because TikTok is just for fun, and now I kind of want to niche down back to what I'm good at. Is number 29. If you could be famous for one thing, what would it be? I would love to be a beauty guru. That's why I'm restarting my YouTube channel, and I would love to either be a beauty influencer. I would love to do drama channels, because I love just sometimes spilling the tea. I love doing that. I want to be a musician, which is vocals. I would love to be doing vocals, but it's possibly not me and my cards. However, I am very good at makeup, so I think I would be good at doing makeup. Or honestly, anything possibly in the entertainment industry, because I love to entertain. Number 30. We're almost getting there, guys. We're almost getting there. What's the most important quality you look for in a partner? Is how they treat me and how they respond when I'm angry, because I am pure rage. I do have a lot of anger issues, and I know that is a red flag in a lot of people. However, it's how they handle me at my worst, and that is a quality I look for in a partner. Number 31. What's something you have learned about yourself this past year? Since it is a new year, we're going to go back to 2024. What's something that I have learned about myself? Take no shit from anybody. I have learned that about myself. Do not take shit from anybody. Do not lower your standards for anybody, because you are 100% you. If they don't like you, they can fuck off. Okay, number 32. What's your favorite way to unwind after a stressful day? So after a stressful day, I will come home. Depending on how me and my boyfriend what we want to eat, I will not cook. If I've had a very stressful day, I will not cook. I will come home, let out the dogs, and either we will order takeout or something like that, and we will just put something on the TV, and I will just scroll on TikTok for hours, just mindlessly scrolling. I don't know why. I just don't want to be present when I've had a stressful day. As an introvert, I love my boyfriend to death, but I don't even like to talk about my day sometimes. Because I've tried different ways to de-stress. Like I will try to take a bubble bath. For some reason, bubble baths gives me even more of a migraine. Don't know why. I don't know why. Like I will still take them, but I don't know why. It just gives me more of a migraine. I also, what else do I like to do? My boyfriend and I will just start binge watching. I don't know. We just like to do mindless stuff, so we're not thinking about our day. Because I don't like to do more activities. Like my boyfriend, he is more of an extrovert than I am, so he likes to do more activities after work. I just want to stay at home and go to bed, basically. That's what I do on a stressful day, is just sleep. I don't know if that's healthy, to be honest. Well, that is my 35 questions, answers. I think, yeah, I guess, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you guys want to ask any questions. I can like continue on this, or do you guys want me to do some little side story time videos from my answers that I just gave, because I have so much lore to talk about. It's ridiculous. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because that will also help out this channel. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.